Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Soul Conscious Tarot. This is going to be our weekly soul weather forecast. So thank you so much for joining us this week. Let's see what we have in the energy. Let's see what's in the energy for this upcoming week for us collective. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll stick around. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your support. I hope you'll all like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. This is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So I actually want to get two of these cards. I was pulled to get two. So Ancient Oak Spirit Strength, number 2 card. And Stag Spirit Leadership, number 39. Interesting. I really like how this stag card, like, it's glowing. And there's like this glow here. And these are both spirit cards. So it's like, and it's like very naturey, you know, very, when I think of a stag, it's like very stoic, very, I have a lot of, it's like I have this like respect. There's like this respect for stags because, you know, especially like great stags, because they've survived, you know, like they know how, it's like they know how to I don't know how to get it across, but it's like this very stoic, like when you see a stag, it brings out this, like, it's like majestic. It's like a very majestic creature that you just can't, it's almost like the sense of reverence. And I like how that they put leadership with this, because that's how I get, it's like very stern, very stoic. It almost gives me that very divine masculine feeling about this card. And it's interesting too, because this 39 reduces down to 12. And I believe, now I'm going to get it wrong, so I don't want to go there because I'll get it wrong. But I was going with somewhere with 12, and then I think that I'm thinking I don't want to mislead somebody, so I'm not going to go there. But with this Ancient Oak Spirit, we have, you know, this is stability. Oak, when we think about oak trees, we think about it. I like that it's doing, you know, it has the word strength here, because oak trees usually, they have these big root, you know, the big trunks, and they usually, you know, they're big, sturdy, very, very sturdy trees, you know, that usually they've been around for a long time, you know, like they're very hardy, very sturdy. And so to pair these two together, we have this stoic, like sturdy, stoic, like nature coming through. It's kind of an interesting combination, and I don't know how that's going to play out with our reading here, but let's go ahead and get our emoji card. It's kind of almost reminding me, if you watched my reading that I did, I actually posted early this morning, like very early, because I pulled it at like right around 3 a.m. It was like at the witching hour. It was like when I woke up to do it, it was like shortly before 3. It was right before 3 a.m. my time. And so it's really interesting. So this introspection is what I got off of that card. That was the first word that came through, was introspection. So thinking about something, but this is tying me, these two oracle cards are strongly tying me to that reading that I did early, that was released earlier today. Very interesting, because that reading talked about like something happening in our lives that would make us step up and do something we normally wouldn't do. And it was the same thing, calling for strength, like it was making us have the strength and confidence to do it. And this, the stag, I said stoic, and stoic is like a sense of confidence, or even if it's a false sense of confidence. So that's a really interesting take that those two cards are coming out now that I think about it. I'm pulling one essential oil oracle card. Trust, the wintergreen card. I think I've had this one come out before. I don't know if it was in this, like in my soul weather forecast, or if it was a different reading, but we have wintergreen, and it says the trigger statement is, what if something happened? With the true statement is, I take my hands off of the wheel. And then at the bottom it says, you're not alone. The universe is working with you. Relax and enjoy the adventure. So, yeah, the universe has something in store for us. And that came through very strongly in that reading I released this early this morning. So we're going to use the Light Seers deck here to pull our tarot for today. And then if there's any clarification that needs, I'm going to use the Seasonal Fox Tarot for that. So give me our 3 cards that we normally pull for this reading. 3 tarot cards, please, Spirit. What do you got to say about this oak and stag, Spirit, that you want to talk about? And I really feel this is the energy that we're getting ready to embody for all of us in some way in our life, some area in our life, where we're going to have to step up and have strength and confidence for something. Ace of Swords, which is usually getting clarity on something, understanding something we maybe didn't see or understand before, which this paired with this 8 of Cups is telling me seeing where our happiness lies, because she's walking toward her son, toward the 9 of Cups, because this is the 8 of Cups. She's not happy with the cups she has, and she's walking toward her 9 of Cups, which 9 of Cups is wish for fulfillment. So she's walking toward her son, toward her happiness, toward her wish fulfillment. So this is telling me that we're gaining clarity on what our deepest wish is, what truly makes us happy, toward what we truly want. And then these two wanted to come out together, which is, let's see if we can put these over a little bit. We'll sneak him down. We'll sneak him over a little bit so we have some more space, since we got an extra card here. So we had the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups come out here together. So this is definitely, the Queen of Cups has a lot of love for something. And then the Ace of Wands is usually, like the drive that makes us want to do something new. It's like the passion, the desire that drives us to do something different, something new. And this paired with the Queen of Cups, it really embodies this card here of saying we're going after what it is that we want, that make, like not only that we're passionate about, we desire something very passionately, but we also, our emotions are tied to it as well. Like, and I really feel like, because this is Cups energy. So for us to want to move away from what we've known towards something new, usually our emotions have to be on board. Like usually there's always an emotion that drives us to leave something behind and move in a new direction. You know, it could be, it's an emotion that fuels that. It's usually frustration or anger or love, or it's an emotion that drives us, you know, that makes us passionate enough to make that change, to make that shift, to move. And we've gained some clarity, or we will be gaining some clarity, to say there's something in our lives we need to leave behind and go in a different direction. And we're going to be motivated. We're going to be seriously, this here is telling me we're going to be seriously motivated to move in a direction. And this is where I think before, this is telling me with this emoji card, it really is like there was confusion. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is that clarity. So it's like you see the light coming in, where it's clearing up this cloudiness, the fog that was there, to make us understand what we really, the direction we need to go. It's clearing up the indecision, the cloudiness. It's giving us the strength to take charge, leadership, to take charge of our lives, and trust that, you know, trust that we're going in the right direction, you know, that because whenever we're moving, when we move towards something new, we're taking a risk. It's that kind of Fool card, because we're going on that journey. We're leaving behind the known and going toward the unknown. But we feel, because this clarity's come through, and it's something we realize that we really want and desire very badly, that we're willing to risk. We're really willing to take that risk. Beautiful. I see it. I see it all. Okay, can you give me 2 cards on this Ace of Swords, please? Give me 2 cards on this Ace of Swords. There's one. Okay, do I have my deck? Yeah, I have my deck upside down. I thought I did. This usually, I usually don't have reversals. Most of my decks, I think I have 2 decks that I allow reversals in, and this was not one of them. So we have the 9 of Pentacles here, which is that, you know, this is a card, can be a card of leadership, because 9 of Pentacles is usually a card of independence. It's usually someone that has got their crud together, that is good on their own, that really has most everything that they want, but they don't have everything they want, because this is the 9 of Pentacles. And so there's a pentacle missing. There's the 10 of Pentacles. So there's a pentacle missing. And so this is saying, you know, we realize what our 10th pentacle is, what we're missing, the thing that we're missing, that 10th pentacle, we realize what it is, and we're willing to go after it. It's stepping up and going after it, having the strength to go after what our 10th pentacle is, whatever that may be. And the 7 of Wands. So that's, yeah, let's fight for it. You know, that's definitely that drive, you know, drive the fight, to fight for what it is that we want. Okay, give me 2 cards on this 8 of Cups, please. We have the Queen of Wands. That's, you know, that's definitely the Queen of Wands, is someone that will definitely, you know, is passionate, very passionate about something. So there's that passion, the drive. To go to this is celebration. So it's the drive to be happy, the drive to celebrate something, to have this celebration, to have the sun, you know, to have this happiness, because this is celebration happiness. It's the drive, and with the Queen of Pentacles, it's the drive to go, that's fueling that need to walk away toward our happiness, toward our 10th pentacle, toward whatever that is. We have the Four of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. And it's interesting here because I like that I use this deck, because with this Four of Pentacles, this fox it's like he's stepping over or stepping over his pentacles that he's stored up. Like he's moving, like stepping over us and like he's going forward. Like he's like, I've already got these. I'm good with these. I'm moving forward. And that's usually not like, the feeling you get off of a Four of Pentacles. But that's what I feel is like he's like, I've already got this. I'm like with this Nine of Pentacles. I've already got this, but there's still something I need to go after. There's still something I'm missing. And then it's like, here we have the Queen of Pentacles. And if you look at this is so funny, because what is she doing? This Queen of Pentacles is like hoarding that pentacle, like you would normally see on the Four of Pentacles, where it's usually a person holding the pinnacle in front of their heart, holding on to a pinnacle. Well, that's what this Queen of Queen of Pentacles is doing, which is typical, like not the typical look for a Queen of Pentacles. So what did I say over here on this Nine of Pentacles? Well, you're missing your pinnacle. Well, where's there's that missing pinnacle, and it's being guarded. It's being protected, but this fox is ready to go after. It's ready to, it's like, okay, I'm missing this pinnacle. Let me go get it, and having that drive and desire and passion to go after that missing pinnacle, to make us the Queen of Pentacles, to have what we're missing, because the Queen of Pentacles is abundant. It's a very abundant energy. And so it really is talking about, everything here is really talking about, something coming in that's going to give us the clarity of what we're missing in our lives and push it toward us. And this reading aligns very well with the reading that I pushed very early this morning. It's kind of they're almost parallel readings. They're very similar in nature. It's just like that reading this morning was talking about like the event, the catalyst event that was going to occur. So it was more focused on the catalyst event, where this is focused on like the realization of what we're missing, like it's that like epiphany realization, where the other reading was talking about the catalyst that occurs, I think, that brings in this realization. So it's like that's the event that preceded this happening. So this is like the event happened, the need for the conflict or competition that was in the earlier reading, that gives us this insight that clears up something we didn't see before and pushes us to walk away from something towards something else, which I feel like if this is aligning with that other reading this morning, what we're walking away from is a sense of like there's something within us that keeps us from going in a direction because of an insecurity, a fear, or a limiting belief, and it's realizing that we need to overcome that, but it's something, we wouldn't overcome on our own. So there's like this event that happens that catalyzes that gives us that clarity, that gives us the strength to go after what it is that we're missing. So if you haven't watched that reading that was released this morning, I recommend you go and watch that reading, because it really, I think that one really sets the stage or explains like what happens that brings in this clarity that this reading is talking about. So when that event needs to occur before this happens for us. So if you haven't had that, like catalyst event, then you may not be resonating with this reading yet, because definitely the two seem to be, like kind of like dominoes in a sense. So I hope that you got something out of this reading. It definitely, I see the message here. I see, what it's trying to convey. But like I said, if you haven't had that catalyst event yet, or it hasn't occurred for you yet, then you probably haven't got this clarity yet around pushing you in a certain direction yet. So that means it's still to come for you. So this is kind of maybe a foresight reading for you. And so it may not resonate yet for you. So that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful, wonderful people. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I wish you the very, very best. I wish you a blessed week. Harmony and gratitude to you. Thank you again. And I'll mention one last time, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll hit that subscribe and notification bell, and follow me on my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly.